Don't make me cry. Where's my tissue? How does anybody navigate?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Wait, bring it together. Ooh. Okay, I'm listening.
No, I'm just saying, I just hope that you're taking time, you know, out for yourself. Because you know, wear so many hats and do a lot.
I stay busy. Can we, wait, give me 2 seconds before I start. Now, I mean, if y'all ain't heard, I got divorced recently after 12 years of marriage. It was 2.5 years. So like we was together like 15 years.
How have you been able to heal, you know, from the divorce? Because I know in the show you do, you know, reveal some infidelity, but how were you able to heal from that?
I don't think I'm healed.
Okay.
I don't.
I mean, it's still kind of is like less than a year, huh? Since it happened.
Oh yeah. It's been less than a year. It's that was July. I'm not healed. No, I'm not healed. Okay, simply, you already see me as like, I'm one of those people, like, I try not to talk about, I guess like I said to you earlier, I don't like to talk about stuff because I don't like to be emotional. I don't like to be sad. I like to live into the positive, lean into the positive, lean into the fun.
Delusional girl math.
I always challenge women when they be like, when they say, I'll die for my child. How can you make me believe that you would die for your child, but you won't stay with the child's father to give him the chance of a better life? Like, you can't say, oh, I'll die for my baby, I'll die for me. Well, the first time the daddy cheated, you got in your feelings and you broke up the whole family, and now your child walking around a disadvantage. Your child is now a statistic. How you gonna die for him? You won't even make that sacrifice.
I love some pussy before I go.
Someone explain this to me. You know, people who struggle with monogamy, that are always unfaithful, can't really, like, they struggle with it, yeah? Which is no judgment, men and women, there's some that struggle with it. Why do you insist on getting married? Why do you want to get married so bad? I can't understand it. I'll meet so many women that, like, want to get married, but they still talk to their ex and they still jump from man to man and they just struggle with being faithful. And there's men who have never been faithful to a woman in their life, yet they want to walk down the aisle and profess their love to their whole family. Like, why? Do you know how painful divorce is? Only get married when being faithful is so much easier for you than being unfaithful. When being faithful is just like the easiest thing in the world, then you're ready.
Fucking me hoes that I said to hold them comments the fuck down because I see all that shit. And just because you don't tag me, don't mean I ain't on here watching. I see every goddamn thing you got going on, and I mean every goddamn thing. So you let them know you got a motherfucking queen, and you beat this up all day, every day this weekend. So you better let them hoes know that I'm not playing with you. I am not playing with you. You is mine. They may have had you once, but I got you all the time. Stop fucking playing. You about to make me go ape shit. Now tell them hoes what I said. Tell them what I said. And you better check it, or I'ma respect all the motherfucking gangsters.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Niggas said niggas is looking for 90s love in the 2020. This shit don't exist no more. I said 90s love. 90s love?
Yeah.
Them bitches in the 90s might be the worst bitches ever. Them is the bitches that had niggas raising motherfuckers' kids and naming them Junior. Them is them hoes.
They didn't want their kid.
This is when DNA testing wasn't as accessible as it is today.
Yeah, exactly.
Them bitches in the 90s, niggas forgot Maury and Jerry Springer. All that shit came out in the 90s.
In the 90s.
What the fuck
and
are y'all niggas talking about?
And thrived through the early 2000s.
I remember the bitch who brought like 40 possible baby fathers.
Sitting in our secluded room is a woman who has been on our show 19 times. Her name is Shalonda.
Shalonda has tested 17 men.
I'm going to make the argument right now that you should see a divorce lawyer before you get married. I think you should understand before you get married what a court would be looking at and thinking about in a divorce.
At first I said, this is wild and crazy, but I like this. This should be part of it's hard to get into.
Why wouldn't it be?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you sit down with a divorce lawyer? I can talk about joint custody, sole custody, shared custody. I can talk about different parenting access schedules. I can talk about what are the standards that a judge looks at when making decisions about custody. What are some ways that you can shore up and prepare? So I would say, hey, make sure we go to parent-teacher night. Make sure we go to the pediatric appointments. Make sure that you're part of the day-to-day routine of your child and not just doing the fun stuff. Because by the way, you might be a super great dad, but you trust your co-parent because they're good as a co-parent. They're a good parent. And you kind of don't like to be home because when you're home, you guys argue. So you want the kids to not be around that and you don't really feel like it. So you stay away. Okay, now you're setting up a terrible custody case. Do you think anybody, if they came into my office and I gave them that conversation, that primer on, look, I hope your marriage doesn't end. And if it ends, I hope you don't have a custody battle. But if you did, here's the kinds of things the judge might look at, and here's some ways to do it. Do you think anybody would have that meeting with me and then go, I was really happy in my marriage before this, but now I'm going to go home and just get divorced? Like, no, your ignorance won't save you.
I'm ready for commitment, Harry. First time I set eyes on Mary Swanson, I just got that old-fashioned romantic feeling where I'd do anything to bone her.
That's a special feeling, Lloyd.
Yeah.
A lot of shit pissed me off. Like we got Kandi divorcing Todd, and she's hurt. This is a clear sign of a woman being hurt. And I don't understand how these women will get into these relationships and hurt themselves like this. Why are they throwing their what would I say? I wouldn't say youth, but why would they throw their last bit of years away and she really wants to be with Todd? How is she not, pursuing her husband or getting back with her husband if she breaks down every time she talks about him? Obviously, she really loves him, and I don't understand the pride and the willingness not to make it work. They're so quick to jump out of a relationship when they clearly want a relationship, where they clearly love the man, where they clearly still love the man. You can't easily bring up somebody and make me cry unless I'm really emotionally attached to the person. So obviously, this woman really is deeply in love with her husband, and they just choose not to deal with it no more. They choose to push the relationship away instead of rekindling it or spicing it up, if you will, or making it worth both of their time. It's a sad reality where people just want to throw away these relationships, but can't even talk about them after because they're still in love. Because you want to just see what the options was out there, and you could have just lived your life and respected Todd's life and his time and everything else. Because once a woman says, "Oh, I'm going to just go see what's out there," the guy's not quick to take that back. Now you're tainted. Now you're tainted fruit. I don't want to eat that. I don't want to touch that. And a lot of women don't understand that. Once he put that ring on you, you're clean now. You're his now. He doesn't care what else is going on in the world. But once you look at him like he's, not worth your time or whatever the case, then you're going to get a result like this where you could barely hold a conversation with somebody because you're hurt. What happened with you and Todd, with you and your ex-husband, you know. More black women are looking like this, holding back their tears, talking about their ex instead of trying to rekindle that. It's got to make them understand that, maybe that was a mistake. You know what I'm saying? They'll live it out till the death. And she'll just keep saying that she miss him, but she can't be with him. And instead of just putting that pride to the side and being with her family, she's going to just keep on bucking and refusing, and being prideful. So it is what it is, man. So I accept this win, having to like, subscribe.